start with questions. Raise your hand. Kelly, go ahead, and then Chad.
Damon, obviously you didn't have Debo and Ebenezer tonight, but it seemed like Miles had a great game and the other four guys just really struggled. Was there anything particular you saw from your start and the other four starters tonight that wasn't working for them?
You know, everybody's give effort. The biggest thing for me after Tuesday night was giving effort. We gave effort. We just didn't always, play smart. I thought we gave effort, but I didn't think we always played smart. And sometimes it's like that. But let me tell you something, man. It's just for me. And he'll tell you, I don't care about points. Got out tough. When the game was on, Glenn took the ball from one of my players. He was tapping the ball in. Like, you got to pay attention to detail. You got to pay attention to the scout report. That's all I care about. Like our margin of error, I've been saying the same thing. You've been covering us all year. Whether we play Duke or UMass Low, Louisville, it don't matter. North Carolina, like our margin of error is the same. Like that's what it is. And you got to buy into that every day. You can't waver on it because we're not good enough. We got to be good as a unit. We're not good enough as individuals. We have to play together. We got to play together every day. We got to be connected. We got to be attached. And what happens at times is we start wavering when teams make runs and our recovery isn't good enough. You know what I mean? And, it's disappointing. It's disappointing from that standpoint. That's the thing that gets me down. It's not about guys not making shots. I don't care about that. Get lost in the little things. Help us rebound, box out, take a charge, dive on the floor for a loose ball. Like that means something to me. And that's what we don't got. That's what we didn't have. They got that. They got that tonight. And so for me, again, points, they come and they go. But the little things you bleed into, those are the things that you need each and every day to win games.
Okay.
Miles, why do you think it was so hard to get everybody else going offensively tonight?
I just think it was just one of those nights. I mean, everybody's not going to have the best night offensively. So you just look at myself, I don't have the best offensive night. Like you said, we just got to do the little things a lot better. Whether that's dive on the floor, boxing out, stuff like that. So that's what I think.
Kelly.
It seemed like both Bai and Ty got in quick foul trouble, and that sort of kind of messed up the momentum of the game. You were in a little bit in control there, and then both of them got in foul trouble, and that sort of started the run for Louisville. Kind of what were you seeing from some of those fouls inside with those guys?
I don't know. Me personally, I'm confused with the refs. One day you play a team, they let you fight in there. And then the next day they call every foul. I'm confused. Like, I don't really know. I don't know what to tell my guys. Because I mean that a lot of the times, they let you fight guys literally up in there and they won't call the foul. I watched Wake Forest play North Carolina, and I think Reed went over somebody's back and he fell. Both of them fell. Offensive guy from Carolina fell. It's not they didn't call a foul, but tonight they call every touch foul. So I don't really know. I'm confused. It's both teams shot a lot of free throws, but they shot 34 of them. I'm confused. I don't really understand. They shot 34, two guys fouled out, and the guy they were guarding only had 12 points. I'm confused.
Chad.
We talked yesterday, you just mentioned the fight. Was it better tonight?
The fight was better, but the execution wasn't. But at least we're talking about basketball. And so, for me, the biggest thing that you fight for when you're in your first year is you're fighting for, everybody uses the word culture. I use that sometimes, but you're fighting for a standard. Like, guys gotta know my standard. Like, it's a standard that you gotta set each and every day. And I think that starts in practice and, it bleeds into the game. And, again, I thought guys played hard, didn't necessarily play smart all the time, and we couldn't make any shots. But at the same time, too, it was a lot better than what it was against Wake.
Yeah, Coach, I'm sure you've watched video of Louisville coming in. What have you seen from them? What improvement have you seen from over the year?
You know, it's crazy. I haven't watched a whole lot of them. You know, I know, you know, it's a lot. It seems like it's always something, you know, going on. But, you know, from what I've seen, that was a team that played really hard. You know, through everything that they have going on here, you know, they give Kenny maximum effort. So you can't fault that. And that's all you can ask. The rest of it, you just got to get better at. But, you know, the last couple games they played against Syracuse, the same way they pounded us on the glass, they pounded Syracuse on the glass. I didn't think it was going to happen like that this season. I thought we would be better, you know. But, you know, they've shown improvement in that area, and you know, you got to get a kid's credit, you know, because they could have rolled over, they could have laid down. Not only tonight, but I watched the Syracuse game. They could have did the same, but they didn't, and they fought, and they lost the Syracuse game, but they won the season.
Kelly.
I thought Carter gave you some good minutes tonight, especially with Debo out. And kind of what did you see from him? And was that encouraging to see a little bit of fight? He obviously had one kind of bad play on the pick he tried to set, but
that pick is what it is, but Carter exudes what I'm talking about. He's a player that's a star in his role because he knows exactly what he does and he doesn't try to do more. And that's why we put him in the game. You know, Miles had it going. You know, they were kind of funneling some things to guys that you know, weren't necessarily great three-point shooters. Carter came in. He did a really good job. And, you know, the thing about it for me is what most people don't talk about. I think he did a great job for a guy that doesn't play a lot.
Couple more.
Question for Miles. After you had such a big night, you held it at one point down the stretch. Was there anything that you noticed different that you were getting, just in terms of how you were being guarded there, that made it harder for you to score down the end, out down the stretch?
I mean, of course, they was playing a little tighter. I wasn't trying to force anything. I was trying to let the game come to me down the stretch. So that's just how it went. I mean, we just didn't make enough plays down the stretch.
One more. Anybody? Cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.